Hi, my name is Paul Halferty. I'm with Lilywork Artisan Tile. We handcraft tile one at a time. We work with homeowners and interior designers to help them create spaces that people love spending time in. My wife Esther and we met at Moravian Pottery and Tile Works back in 2006. We started in 2007, and it coincides, we say, with when we got married, because as soon as we met, Esther and we knew that we wanted to make tile together. We started collecting things as far as patterns and designs. Our first ones came from Turkish tapestries, and we kind of just started building the business from there. So every tile starts with a block of clay. We unwrap it, we have it wrapped up in plastic. We place it onto the table. We'll slam it down a number of times, getting it right into shape. We place it onto a board that has set thickness on either side. We drag a wire tool across that board and we'll create our slabs. Slabs are set aside and wait their turn to be pressed. We take that slab that we've made, place it onto a cloth-covered board, and we'll use a mallet. We've been using the same mallet for years and years. We press down on every tile. These are hand-carved molds that we create for these. We press them down, we cut off the extra clay. The extra clay is set aside. We'll use it to make new tiles later on. And then we turn it over and we place that tile onto a board to dry. Tiles dry for about a week or two. At that point, they go into the kiln. Tiles come out of their first firing. The first firing is called a bisque firing. We take them out and now they're ready to be glazed. Glaze is basically a mixture of glass and some clay and some sort of a colorant. So if you're glazing green, you'll add some copper. If you want a blue, you'll add cobalt. The glaze is mixed up in a bucket carefully, making sure it's all consistent. We then pour it into a spray gun. The spray gun is just to make sure that everything goes on evenly. We take that board that we've laid out and place it into the spray booth, where we will carefully apply the glaze back and forth over the tile. At that point, we place them onto shelves. So before we place them onto a shelf, though, we'll need to wipe the backs. And that just makes sure that when the glaze is fired, it's not going to stick to the shelf. Once we've laid out the shelf, that ceramic shelf, we then place that shelf into the kiln where it's fired, and it's fired up to about 2200 degrees. That'll take about 24 hours to fire and to cool, and then we'll take that out of the kiln. We place it onto our packing table. We'll lay those out and make sure that they're nice and consistent and ready for our customers. When people come in to our shop, they usually come with their ideas. They come with blueprints, they come in with samples of backsplashes or say paint samples and things, and then we try to guide them through the steps that they should be thinking about as far as pattern and color and all of those things. Help them decide what sort of edges they might need, and then they generally take samples home. They make sure they're going to work in their space, the color looks good, the lighting hits it just right, and then we make it for them. So we handcraft backsplashes and fireplaces and bathrooms and things like that. After they're made, they get picked up or they get shipped out, and sometimes I'll go in and install the piece, which I really like to do because I get to see it in person, or some installer will come along and help them out with that process. At Lilywork Artisan Tile, we believe that everyone deserves a home that they love to spend time in. Come visit us here in Old Lyme, or check out our website, lilyworktile.com.